Morning and welcome back to the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. My name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning. If you're watching us live on Facebook, we do appreciate that. Thank you for that. And if you're watching us later, we do upload these shows to www.livingstonparishnews.com/podcast. You can check them out there, audio and video versions for you to watch, and they are free. So please, we ask you to go to our website and check those out. We do have our long-form podcast there as well. Getting into your traffic this morning, looking at some school delays. Of course, we're now to a B day, so this is the second day for B students. You're looking at some delays on Hatchell Lane, in and around Live Oak High School as well as around Denham High School and Walker High. Even though we only have about 50% of students going to school at this time, of course, day over day, still looking at some pretty heavy traffic as folks get used to that new morning commute. So please keep that in mind. Minor delays at 4-H Club Road, River Road, and 190. I-12 is flowing, but some on-ramp delays and minor delays on 64 heading into Central, and only minor delays on Greenville Springs. So not too bad this morning if you go take 64 into Central and then take a left on Greenville Springs. Good morning, Mr. Jonathan. Thanks for joining us. Weather today, currently 76 degrees. 94 degrees is your high today, 76 your overnight low. There is a 30% chance of rain this afternoon. That chance starts at about 3 p.m., so please keep that in mind. Maybe grab that umbrella. If you haven't left yet to go to work, it might come in handy this afternoon. Interesting story here in Denham Springs. There is a child named Samuel Sanchez. He will be 9 on August 31st. For his birthday, he is looking to raise money to buy Angel vests, which are bulletproof vests for local law enforcement. His goal is 3. He's already well on his way. With 20 days left in the month, 33 people have already donated $3,350 to the cause. He's looking for $4,500 total. They're about $1,500 a piece for those, I guess you can say, for those vests. So if you're looking to help him out, you can go to I Love That Cop Facebook page. Make sure that it's the correct page. You're looking for Samuel Sanchez, a Denham Springs resident. Again, he's using his birthday month to raise money to get Angel vests, which are bulletproof vests for local law enforcement. They're at $3,350, looking for $4,500 total. Again, that's I Love That Cop is the name of the Facebook page. Getting into your coronavirus statistics for the day, 131,961 cases, 4,169 deaths, 1,547,933 tests. 89,083 have recovered, 1,382 hospitalized on 215 ventilators. In Livingston Parish, 2,938 cases, 51 deaths, 27,658 tests. Now, yesterday we learned very quickly after the numbers were released that the Department of Health thought that there was some lag or some issue in communication with the labs. So they are going to be working on that through today. We'll find out. Yesterday's increase was very small, considering where we've been. It's all very relative. But we've been doing anywhere from 1,500 to 1,800, which is trending down. But yesterday was something to the effect of about 547 new cases statewide. Keep your fingers crossed. That would be great if that was accurate. We'll find out today if it was or not, as the Department of Health works with those independent labs trying to find out if they just missed a submission date or what happened with that. So again, keep your fingers crossed. That would be a great number, especially with school kicking back off. Unfortunately, however, a 4th child has died from the COVID disease that seems to affect younger children anywhere from 19 to a month. It's called the multi-system inflammatory syndrome. It can cause a lot of different effects. It can cause fever, chills, fatigue, that kind of thing, kind of like having the flu. However, if it does attach to a vital organ, heart, lungs, kidneys, stomach, it can cause a necessity for hospitalization. And in some cases it can. It will attach to those organs. It causes them to be inflamed. They do not work properly. And in some cases, again, we are on our 4th child in Louisiana that has died of this. it can cause death. So please remember, this does affect children, while the percentage chance is not as high as it is in terms of developing a full-blown COVID case in adults. There are certain side effects that children have to deal with, and this is one of them. Again, it's called the multi-system inflammatory syndrome. If it does attack a vital organ, it can lead to a hospitalization and even death, as we've seen 4 times so far since the coronavirus has made its way into America. Yesterday, the sheriff, by law, served Firehouse Barbecue with their official temporary restraining order. Firehouse Barbecue will face a court date on August 18th, wherein they will have to plead their case as to why they should continue to be allowed to operate. However, according to the sheriff, this is now, with that service being rendered, this is now in the hands of state authorities. So they are the ones who requested and issued the temporary restraining order. It was then signed off by a judge in the 21st Judicial District. It will now be up to LDH and I suppose state police to enforce this restraining order. According to the sheriff, they are out of the game unless they are called upon to act. So we will see how that goes in the coming days. We know that the Firehouse Barbecue owners spoke out yesterday against the restraining order, and they are hoping to continue operating. We'll see how that saga goes. Livingston Parish Public Schools curbside lunch pickup will begin on August 17th. So that would be next Monday. So that's a week from yesterday. Again, you need to call your school if you haven't yet to figure out exactly when you would normally be going or what the time will be for the days that your child is not at school, that you can go pick up that curbside lunch. If you are a virtual student, you are still going to be delivered a lunch. You need to find out what time you need to come pick up your child's lunch during that time. Dr. Gina Lagarde, who is the director of LDH Region 9, Livingston Parish is part of LDH Region 9, said that she lost a family member, a cousin, very early on in the coronavirus pandemic. She worked in the New Orleans area, and back in March, she contracted the coronavirus before mitigation efforts were really in full force, and eventually died just shy of her 64th birthday. Lagarde says that if she had been wearing a mask and practicing the washing your hands and those sorts of things, and we'll talk about those mitigation efforts in just a second, she might still be alive. So please remember, folks, that these mitigation efforts do help people. They can help people. They are important, and let's talk about them real quick. Wear a mask in public. It is a mandate. 6 feet or more of distance between yourself and others in public. Wash hands with soap and water for 20 seconds or more. Control your sneezing and your cough with an elbow or a tissue, preferably your own elbow. Don't touch your face. 25 or less to a gathering, and stay home if you're sick, and utilize telehealth to get in touch with your doctor, and stay home to work if at all possible. So please remember Mrs. Dr. Gina Lagarde's story from LDH Region 9. She is, again, the director. It's a tragic story. If she and those around her at work had been wearing masks, she had gone back to work, was working in a very crowded situation. If they had been wearing masks, Miss Lagarde believes that her cousin would still be alive. Sunday, and we talked about this last week, but you can see the video if you didn't get a chance to watch it. Lane Hardy sang the national anthem virtually before a NASCAR race on NBC Sports Network. Excuse me. Having some dry mouth problems this morning. Start over. Lane Hardy on NBC Sports Network on Sunday sang the national anthem before a NASCAR race. You can see that video on our website. You can check out the story there, read all about it and how he got set up there. There's also a link so you can watch him do the official singing. So again, that was this Sunday on NBC Sports Network before the most recent NASCAR race. One last time with your coronavirus statistics: 131,961 cases, 4,169 deaths, 1,547,933 tests, 89,083 have recovered, 1,382 hospitalized on 215 ventilators. In Livingston Parish, 2,938 cases, 51 deaths, 27,658 tests. Getting back into that traffic, please remember those school delays have begun, so please keep that in mind. Even with 50% of kids only going to school every day, there's still some traffic in and around these schools, so please keep Please remember that. You might have to adjust your morning commute as school has reignited, I guess you can say. Minor delays on 4H Club Road, River Road, N190. Minor delays on 64 heading into Central. And surprisingly, some only minor delays on Greenville Springs after you take a left there. There must be a school there that's, only half in. On I-12, it is flowing. However, you are looking at on-ramp delays. It's currently 77 degrees. It's already warm. 74 degrees is going to be your overnight low, but today, 94, your high. Probably going to get up to 95, 96 with that heat index. 30% chance of afternoon thunderstorms. That percentage starts between 2 and 3 p.m., so keep that in mind. Maybe grab an umbrella if you haven't left yet. One last time, my name is McHugh David, publisher and editor of the news. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning for the Livingston Parish News Morning Show. We are on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. We are once a week in print on Thursdays at $7 a month to get that in your mailbox. We are also online, www.livingstonparishnews.com. We have a podcast page, which is free, as we've mentioned before. We have a coronavirus page, which is also free, and a breaking news page, which has state and national news, which is free as well. Want to keep you guys as up to date as possible. Do appreciate you joining us this morning. We hope you have a great day. Try to stay cool. It is supposed to get hot today, even though it's going to rain. Probably around midday, we're going to see heat index temperature somewhere in the 97 to 98 range. So please, please, please try to stay cool, stay hydrated, and we will see you tomorrow morning.